Hello, everyone. Since the beginning of full-scale invasion, Russian aggressors have destroyed a large amount of civil infrastructure with a significant portion of educational institutions. Unfortunately, educational building of our Druzhkivka residential and communal college has been seriously damaged during recent shelling in eastern of Ukraine. We took its mission to develop the project of college reconstruction, and today we would like to present you results of our work.
We are first-year master students at Donbas National Academy of Civil Engineering and Architecture. My name is Maria Krupinova, and I'm studying architecture and urban planning with a focus on urban development.
And I'm Polina Dorosh. My specialization is architecture of buildings and structures.
It's painful to witness how a significant number of educational institutions, once bustling with life, are turned into ruins. This is the current state of some educational facilities in Ukraine. In the photos, you can see schools and universities in Kharkiv, Zhytomyr, and our hometown of Kramatorsk.
Since the Russian Federation's invasion of Ukraine, 3,798 educational institutions have suffered from bombing and shelling, with 365 of them completely destroyed. The aggressor claims to target only military objects within our country. However, the Ministry of Education and Science have compiled numerous facts and arguments refuting this action. Russian forces are demolition schools, universities, kindergarten, and children's homes. The most dire situation is in the Donetsk region, where the aggressor has destroyed 69 institutions, mainly schools, and damaged 691 facilities. Despite the claims, the evidence paints a different picture of the impacts of civilian infrastructure.
We have decided to contribute to the country's reconstruction, so our attention was drawn to the devastated Druzhkivka Residential and Communal College. The site is located in eastern Ukraine, in the northern part of Donetsk region, in the center of the city of Druzhkivka. Two-thirds of the building have been completely demolished, and the connecting passage between two blocks of the buildings has also been damaged.
We We conducted a survey among the students of our academy to understand their vision of the building reconstruction. What they felt was lacking is in the college before the reconstruction, and what elements should characterize modern educational institution in Ukraine. The majority of students expressed a common desire for a thoughtfully designed recreation area around the facility and space of creativity, co-working, and modern library. Students with an environmental focus mentioned a lack of green roofs or greenhouse. Meanwhile, students from the architecture faculty emphasize the importance of creating a barrier-free environment and incorporating civil bomb shelter. We listened to students' opinion and tried to implement them in our design. We are excited to demonstrate the result of our work. The first design intent was aimed to integrate the new building into existing historical environment, while preserving the unique element of existing architecture. The building will incorporate a combination of modern design solution with traditional design elements that is typical for the local area. The main idea is to create a space that reflects modern educational requirements while preserving and respecting the historical heritage. An important aspect was also ensure that the building was equally accessible and inclusive to all members of our community. As a part of our design, a broad existing foundation was removed. Two additional pedestrian entrances to the educational institution were created, and a car parking lot for 42 cars was located on underground level. During design process, the task was to ensure that the new building of Druzhkivka College could maintain such function as recreation, transit, administrative, leisure, public meetings, and above all, educational. We try to accommodate a classroom, laboratories, and workshops required for the college faculties, environment, civil engineering, and architecture. The ground floor has a barrier-free space to meet the requirements of inclusiveness and includes the entrances, group, and administration. Access to the bomb shelter is the ground floor is provided by two stairwell and elevators, and there possible exist two through the underground parking lot, the courtyard, and Mashina Budivniki Street, and one of the residential courtyard adjacent to the school. There is a large space for students gathering on the school floor and the former destroyed passage, a multi-level co-working space for productive work and communication activities. Metal and wooden panels utilized to the facades interact with the surrounding historical environment. The metal cladding with brick-shaped openings help to connect the architecture for the new building with the existing ones in a nuanced way. We addressed wishes of our student colleagues by introducing to the exploited roofs, decorating the courtyard with small architecture forms shaped as a fragment of crystal that resemble fragments of the building broke off from the giant parent. The internal space of the passage, which formerly served mainly as connection between old and new building, has been given a new life, becoming the pearl of the complex, which can be seen from the main square of the city. So thank you for your attention, and I am giving the floor to my colleague Maria.
I'm pleased to present the second concept of the project, reconstruction of educational building of the Druzhkivka Residential and Communal College. The goal was to realize the full potential of the building and perfectly fit into the existing historical environment. So the project's motto is balance and harmony. Let me start from original sketches of the project. From the very beginning, we looked at the object comprehensively. We paid attention to the appearance, facade cladding, viewpoint, and interior solution. The main theme of the project was formed. The site analysis helped us to identify positive changes of the building should receive after reconstruction. The process of spatial studies has become fundamental to the design process and shaped final appearance of building volume. On the master plan, we can see the design object, the surrounding buildings, existing educational, public and residential buildings. We can clearly see how the interior space of the college is designed with the amphitheater in the center. The amphitheater acts as public recreation area, which is beneficial as the building is located in the heart of the city. There are two pedestrian entrances to the territory of the institutions. The space is completely barrier-free. We have taken into account site relief and introduced a system of ramps. According to new layout, the first, third, and fourth floors accommodate classrooms, the faculty department, and the laboratories, along with the access to the green roof. The second floor is dedicated to open space for work and relaxation. It includes space for group and individual work, conference rooms, and meeting rooms. On the second floor, designed building is connected to the old passage. The passage has also an access from the street and connected to a system of ramps that make it accessible to everyone. During the site analysis, it was discovered that one of the largest civil bomb shelters in the city was located next to it, but unfortunately it was not connected to the building itself. Therefore, we decided to combine the existing shelter with the reconstructed building. During the process of design, we connected the underground shelter with amphitheater, locating an external entrance to the bomb shelter beside it. Amphitheater is also visually connected to new building facade with a multimedia screen. Thus, using the equation shelter plus amphitheater plus screen, the entire building was integrated into a single functional cycle. We decided to relate our new facility with the existing historical environment that influenced the choice of the building cladding. Brick was used as the main material of the facades. The brick layout has a certain pattern inspired by the works of Ukrainian architect Oleg Drozdov. Glass was also the main material used in the design of the facades. It contrasts with the brick and highlights our accent second floor with a coving that smoothly flows into a glass transition. The initial analysis revealed a problem with the building's side facade, which is clearly visible from Mashino-Budivniki Street. It was grey, depressing, and neglected by architecture of the past. Our task was not only to realize this facade, but also to make it an accent point that would attract attention and make a positive impression on the observer. During the design process, it was decided to locate the main entrance to the territory of the educational institution next to it. The entrance from the square allows you to get to the passage, which is connected to the main core of the restored building on the second floor. The glass passage appears as a continuation of the building itself. And the last but not least, a few words about the interior of a second floor. It was designed as comfortable and multifunctional co-working space. As an element of visual connection between building exterior and building interior, we introduced vertical decorative columns that divide open space into different functional zones. Massive stairs leading to the third floor serve as a spacious multi-level decoration area and act as a dominant of interior composition.
When designing the interiors, the project used the works of the Ukrainian designers. So, thank you for your attention, and thanks everyone who helped us in creation of this project.